Welcome, Iliast. Do you accept God as your creator?
This.
Yeah, sure. So,
Why, Iliast? Do you accept God as your creator?
yeah, I'm a pantheist. So you take
Okay. Well, that's not the creator distinction. I'm not talking about.
Well, I have an argument.
Just saying. I'm not. Okay. Okay. Well, how do you have an argument for it when God argues with himself?
How do I have an argument with what? Sorry, I'm printing something.
No. How is your God coherent when he argues with himself?
Well, because I'm made up of the fractals of God's spread out consciousness.
And so am I. But I'm trying to say to you, when God, how is God rational when he's contradicting himself?
How is he contradicting himself?
Because you're a part of God's consciousness, and so am I.
Yeah, but I have free will. Don't you?
Sir, listen to me. Focus. This is the number one problem that I have with unbelievers. You're not focusing on what I'm presenting to you.
Right.
Is your mind and reasoning an aspect of God's consciousness?
It's derived from it.
No, sir. If you're a pantheist,
it's not an aspect.
Oh, so look. Of course, it is an aspect of it, because then you're making a creator-creature distinction, which you can't do as a pantheist.
Okay. If I say to you,
what does pan in pantheism mean?
Yeah, what the view means is that the universe is going to exist in God's mind.
Sir, listen to me carefully. Listen, you're not going to boulder dash.
Pan is just everything. Yeah.
Sir, okay, good. So everything is God.
Yeah, the universe exists in God's mind.
Your consciousness is a part of God's consciousness, correct?
I exist in the substrate of God's consciousness.
So let me ask you this question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since you believe all is God,
yep,
is God exhaustively self-conscious?
Exhaustively self-conscious?
Is he exhaustively self-conscious?
I don't know what exhaustive means.
So you don't know what exhaustive means?
Well, I understand what the word means.
Sir, listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting pissed.
Okay, I'm going to say no.
If you interrupt me while I'm talking one more time, not only will I kick you, I'll never have you up on my stage again. Okay?
That's crazy.
Now, you're trying to represent yourself as having some semblance of understanding of philosophy, and yet you're trying to bullshit me. Okay? I'm not easily
I haven't even made an argument.
Okay, listen to me. Did I tell you not to interrupt me while I'm speaking?
Yep.
Good. Don't do it again.
All right, man.
Now, you know damn well what exhaustive means. Okay? If I exhaustively go through my pantry and I memorize everything that is in my pantry, and I have exhaustive knowledge of everything, okay, do I know everything that's in the pantry?
If you know everything that's in the pantry,
yeah.
You baked in the
exhaustive
conclusion.
Means there's no deficit or lack in the knowledge. So I will ask you a very simple question. Does your pantheistic God, does he have exhaustive comprehension of himself?
No.
Good. So you have an imperfect God.
No, I don't.
Therefore, oh yeah, well, no. If your God is not exhaustively conscious of himself, then he's by definition imperfect.
Well, you're implying.
Okay, sir, listen carefully. Listen carefully. Okay, listen carefully. If God is not exhaustively self-conscious of himself, right, that means he's not omniscient, right?
No, I just don't think God is going to be understood.
You know what? You're done. Okay, because what you just did is you're ignoring.
Well, I don't think you're interested in the arguments.
Goodbye.
I think you're interested in looking right, but you're not right.
I think you're a sophist trying to boulder dash your way out. And you see, the dead giveaway is when you routinely dodge what I'm trying to present with you, and you routinely dodged what I was presenting to you. So in other words, his God is not exhaustively self-conscious of himself. And if he's not exhaustively self-conscious of himself, then he cannot be omniscient. So his God can be perfect, but not omniscient? Oops. Have you ever seen the movie Magnum Force? It was the sequel to Dirty Harry. One of the lines in the beginning and at the end of the movie is Dirty Harry says, a man just has to know his limitations. These people don't know their own limitations of how ill-informed they are in terms of the philosophy of science. Try to educate them, they just become crazed mental patients escaped from the asylum.